Hello everybody, JaffaArchfiend here, and well, we're back with part 8 now for the MSQ here in Dawntrail, as we go to try and get the final keystone for the trial of the Dawn Servant here in Mamuk. As this is also my first time visiting Mamuk, I have no experience interacting with the locals, but given Humaruk's parting words, I would advise a cautionary approach. City of Silence. Well, we all know what comes next. Let's find that elector. Two streets seem to converge upon this plaza, so I propose we split our numbers between them. Given Humaruk's guidance, I would suggest we err on the side of caution and move throughout the city in pairs. Erinville can come with me, and Alizé can go with Kryl. That leaves you to accompany Wuklamut. If these arrangements are to everyone's satisfaction, then make our respective searches prove fruitful. Alright. Let's have a gander through Mamuk then, shall we? Belligerent Bunewa. Your words might as well be ambient noise for all the care the citizen pays you. As you begin to speak, the man returns and leaves. Well, this is getting off to a fine start. Please tell me you've had better luck. Nope. No one will talk to you either. I was prepared for hard stares and harsh words, but this is something else. That building there looks like a shop, doesn't it? Let's go and take a look. Merchant wouldn't ignore us, surely. Hello there. We'd like to ask you something, if you don't mind. Move along, outsiders. Well, we were just trying to find someone. The Dawn Servant's elector? Could you tell us where they are? Guessing that's gonna be a no. Part of me wants to think this could be part of the challenge, but at the same time... How are we supposed to find the elector? Are you disconnecting? There we go. Hopefully that's okay on your ends, hopefully. Everyone, can you hear me? Come to the massive stone structure on the west side of the city, as quickly as you can. Well, that doesn't sound ominous at all. What's happened? This feels like a speaking cutscene, maybe.
Up there.
Yeah.
Bested by a mere shade.
Sororja. Papa?
Not as you know him. What you see is an arcane manifestation of the Dawn Servant as he was in his prime.
Oh! Interesting.
The channeler is Zerelja, Autarch of Mamuk, an elector for the feet of the Brotherhood.
Tuliyolal's mightiest warrior, yet wisest you are not. You, who spurned your retainer's aid when battling your betters.
To prove oneself superior to blessed siblings by surpassing the shade of Galul Jar Jar himself. That is the final feat.
Oh
The
boy.
first promise fought alone and fell short, but that is now the least of his concerns.
Why?
You could have let your foolishness end with your failure. But instead, you attempted to harm an anointed elector. Zoralja, as of this moment, you are no longer a claimant. I disqualify you from the right of succession. Be gone from my sight.
Oh, bugger. That's a problem.
This isn't over yet. I will be the one to reach the Golden City.
Oh boy.
When Zoralja was defeated, he tried to take the keystone by force, but he was thwarted by Father Shade.
My dearest child, welcome home. This feat was made for you. Only blessed siblings could hope to defeat Gulul Jaja. But ere we begin, I would see the fruits of your triumphs. Come, show me your tablets.
Ah, right. About that.
What is this? Where are your keystones? Explain yourself, boy! No matter. Not all can be expected to go to plan. What keystones you lack, you can easily take.
Nope.
I tried. But I couldn't. I cannot beat her.
You mean to tell me that you, glory of Mamuk, for whom all here have sacrificed, were defeated by your inferiors?
No way.
You are as useless as your siblings. A failure. Leave and never return! You have no place here!
Oh no, now I feel bad
Let's
for
go,
him.
brother.
Oh. Oh, now I feel bad for him.
Worthless! Pathetic! This was our chance to claim sovereignty, and he ruins it! But when these stragglers fail, Gulul Jaja will be forced to extend his rule. And in the next rite of succession, we will present a better claimant. So come, stand before me, and fall.
Okay.
I won't do your trial.
Oh? You intend to forfeit the right?
Papa wants his successor to intimately understand the country he loves. Every step of my journey, I've learned something about our peoples and their cultures. I would do the same here in Mamuk. The Mamulja deserve nothing less, so your battle can wait.
Ooh.
I'm of the same mind. Father named you an elector for a reason. There must be something that he would have us learn.
Good boy.
Do as you will. But until you triumph over the Shade, you shall proceed no further.
Promise, I would speak with you. Meet me on the western outskirts.
I've got a funny feeling that's Bakul Jaja's mom. The electors we have met thus far had their own peculiarities, but each we felt would judge claimants equally. This Zarilja, however, seems set in his belief that only blessed siblings are worthy of the throne. Why would the Dawn Servant name an openly biased man elector? Worrying over Zarilja won't get us anywhere. That lady, on the other hand, was the first person to address us with any civility since we arrived. We should go and meet her, hear what she has to say. Western outskirts, right? Alright then. What the hecking? Interesting. Oh, I like that shield. What shield is that glamored with? Pre-win replica. Ah. Gotcha. Yeah, this is... I feel bad for Bakul Jaja now. Thank you for coming. My name is Mililja. Here we may talk freely, away from prying eyes. What is it you wish to talk about? Tell me, what do you think of Mamuk? Well, we don't have much to say yet. No one wants to speak with us. All who remain in this city are devoted to the traditional ways. They believe that blessed siblings are superior, that only they are worthy to lead the peoples of this continent. Most will not deign to address outsiders, deeming them beneath notice. Sounds like an ideal community as far as Bakul Jaja is concerned. I'm tired, exhausted by this senselessness. There are others like me, but we dare not speak our truth aloud. Yet now we have an opportunity to reclaim our agency. For you have bested Bakul Jaja. You, a Jabral, inferior by all presumptions, triumphed over our two-headed champion. This time, anyway. Next time, I might not be so lucky. But Ghoul Jaja is just that strong. I still don't understand why he cheats so much. It seems to me he'd do better if he just trusted in his own abilities. He's desperate. Other blessed siblings have fallen before. Mola Jaja of the Silver Scales, for one. He travelled across the salt in search of conquest, only to be overcome. Ah, that would be our fault. No matter how the individual may falter, the people still believe in blessed siblings' supremacy. Because of my father. He who united Tural under one rule, who in their eyes stands as testament to the tradition's infallibility. Regardless of your father's virtuous intent, his greatest triumph has only fanned the flames of our people's obsession. However, as both his daughter and claimant to his legacy, your triumph could prove that Ghoul Jaja's true strength lies not in his birth, but in his character. And in so doing, you may give us the strength to renounce blessed siblings forever. I can understand wanting to forsake zealotry, but isn't forsaking two-headed Mamulja going a bit far? You must decide that for yourself, whether the price we pay is worth an empty dream. Interesting. Alright. There's a place that will help you to understand our plight. It lies far to the west of here. Follow me. Meteorite up there? Aye, judging by their attachment, that tree must benefit from the meteorite's unique ether. Anyway, we should press on. Milalja was anxious for us to see whatever it is she has to show us. I'm thinking that tree probably grew up around the meteor. There's no way the meteor would have landed in the tree and the tree be perfectly fine. Hunting camp, like as not. I'd love to talk to Mamulja hunters and learn about their ways, except they'd probably ignore me. The others have continued on. Let's catch up to them. Getting a bit of a gale outside. This is the place you wanted to show us? It lies just beyond this passage. Entry to these grounds is not permitted, even to the devout. Nonetheless, I would reveal our secrets to you. Rest assured, I shall take full responsibility. Come, see for yourself the truth of the blessed. I'm getting a sinking feeling in my stomach about this. Clean my screen a bit.
I shouldn't have looked down.
It's a bit of a drop.
The stone pier yonder. That is our destination.
To erect it there would have been no small feat.
The work of Yakui hands built long, long ago. Our forebears merely altered the entrance.
Altered? To what end?
It will be quicker to show you. We have beasts that can carry us below.
Oh, I haven't seen one of you since Elpis. Hey, Bakul.
A cool Jaja.
What? Couldn't wait to laugh at the failure?
Dude.
You've always come here to cry. Ever since you were little.
Mother!
Yep, called it.
The third promise seeks to learn about Malmuk. She may be our chance to finally end what we have been powerless to stop. Talk with her. Tell her what we have done.
Oh, I don't like where this is going.
Fine. Perhaps it's only right that we be the ones to speak of it. Blessed as we are.
Oh, why am I getting Todoroki vibes from this?
Here. This vessel holds the remains of a two-headed Mabulja. An infant. We converted the ruins into a cenotaph, so the souls of these children wouldn't return as vengeful spirits. Do you know how blessed siblings are made?
When a mummy Mamuljan and daddy Mamuljan love each other very
heard
much.
that they are born to Hubago and Bunawa parents.
Such unions between clans were originally arranged to stop infighting. The war against the Shibran was going poorly, and we needed to be united. Then, one day, a child was born. One blessed with two heads and tremendous power.
When this child grew old enough to lead our army, we became unstoppable. The Shibral had no answer, and we drove them all the way back to the trees above. That taste of victory awakened our greed. We became obsessed with conceiving more and more of these superior children. No matter the cost.
Oh, I really don't like where this is going.
Of the countless born, most die. Trapped in their shells.
Fuck.
Only 1 in 100 survive.
Ow.
If we are blessed, it is only because we yet live. Unlike our brothers and sisters, who were sacrificed for the glory of Mamuk.
Oh boy.
That's horrible.
Of course it's horrible. It's an atrocity we can never take back. Those children died so that we could live. So we had to succeed, no matter what. To fail would mean it was all for nothing. Nothing. But I did fail. I squandered their sacrifice.
No, you didn't. I sympathize with your pain, but don't use them as an excuse.
I should never have been born.
Oh no, we're not doing that conversation. Nope. Nuh-uh.
You're wrong. You didn't ask to be born as you are, and you aren't responsible for your siblings' deaths. The people obsessed with blessed siblings are. They made their choices, but they don't make yours. Since when do you let others push you around Bakul Jaja? What do you want? Say it!
I want it to end. I don't want any more to die.
Then you have my word. We'll put a stop to this madness.
Blessed siblings are revered by their supporters as a means to achieve dominance in Tural. If we understand why they harbor such aspirations in the first place, we would be better equipped to treat with them.
Indeed. I just hope they will be open to discourse.
Take me with you. Those fanatics treat my words as gospel.
No. There will be trouble if your father finds out you're still here. Moshutural Zush. There we will gather the people, and ask anything the Third Promise wishes to know.
Then take one of my scales. One that blends the Hubico and Bunewa coloring. It'll serve as proof that you have our trust. People will do as you say if you show it to them. I'm sorry for what I've said and done. I don't expect your forgiveness.
Oh, bugger!
You had your reasons. I'm glad I could know them.
It's not a redemption arc, it's more of a redemption sprint, but...
Which is to say, you're not a complete alpaca's ass.
Thanks, Wuklamat.
Well, maybe it's for the best. Hatred is exhausting, after all.
True.
Indeed. So let us make the most of our newfound friendship and bring together the people of Mamuk. We have much to discover.
Well done. Let's get questioning everyone, shall we? Rejoin ours. Can we talk for a moment? I really hated him, you know, Bakul Jaja, with every fiber of my being. He tried to ruin Ihihana, sabotage us on the river, kidnap me for my keystone, and release the most vicious Toral Vidral of all time. Anything he could do to cause his pain, he did. Never in a million years would I forgive him. The moment I understood why he did what he did, the pain he's been carrying this whole time, all my anger just evaporated. Does his pain justify his actions in your eyes? He still needs to make amends. Ask her the question. Let her come to the answer. I hear you. Bakul Jaja's motives don't absolve him of his crimes. He must answer for them, like anyone else. Right now, my duty is to ensure that no one in Mamuk feels desperate enough to go to such lengths ever again. Anyway, thanks for listening. Now that I've voiced that, I feel ready for the challenges ahead. Come on, let's head back to the city. Back to Mamuk. Bakul Jaja's scale represents his faith as us. We won't fail him or his people. Right, scale of trust. We have a moment to lose. According to Milolja, Moxur Huljuj is an abandoned settlement northwest of the city. It should afford us the privacy we require. We must work quickly, lest the real Jah discover our intentions. Fortunately, Bakul Jaja thought to give us additional scales so we might cover more ground in less time. Everyone should take one and get going. Use them to gather as many people as you can. Let's retrace our steps. Just looking at the gear this one's got on. Alright, okay, so that's the cloth gear. Interesting. Okay. Pleasant scale, hit it outsider's hands. What business do you have with me? So Bakul Jaja sent you to call an assembly. I'm not sure what to make of this, but I shall go to Moxrol Zuj at once. Scale. If the Blessed trust you, so will I. What does he require of me? This has come to Moxrol Zuj. Strange place for an assembly. Very, very well. I will not refuse he who fights for our dreams. Actually gather some of the good folks. Wonderful. The esteemed Bakul Jaja will be pleased. This fellow here will be coming to Moxrol Zuj as well. Apparently there's a Najul nursery to the west called Gulmaja Grove. should go and see who you can talk to as well. I'll meet you in Moxeril Zouj afterwards. There's just one more person I need to find. Leave this place outside on. Oh, my apologies, I was unaware. I thank you, blessed Scalebearer, for bringing me word of this gathering. I shall away to Moxeril Zouj at once. Alley-oop. Lookout point. Get off the bike. Type out /lookout. Tree of Living Light. This blue-leaf tree was put down to start the water of Senate to visitors. So that's what it's called. Neat. Hello. Glowing birdies. Come here. Put my way. Oh. Where's Rook Lamont? There. Sorry to keep you waiting. You invited the second promise as well? Lamity, need to remind you that this rite is a competition. Whatever advantage you're about to share with me, you ought to utilize to your own benefit. I've barely made headway in communicating with the locals. At this rate, you lead the race to the Golden City. I need your help. To complete the feat? No, Mamuk has a problem I can't solve on my own, and you're the most clever person I know. I want you to hear the people firsthand, so that we may come up with a way to heal them, to help them. Very well, I'm at your disposal. Thank you for gathering on such short notice. I am Wook Lamat, third promise of Tulialol. Promise? I thought you served Bakul Jaja. You deceived us. No, they did not. The scales they showed you were mine. I entrusted them to the third promise and her retinue. Why honor these outsiders so? Because Workalomat has won my trust. Now you will hear her words. Bakul Jaja shared with me the truth about blessed siblings, about the price you pay to conceive them. As an outsider to the community, it is not my place to judge you or your culture. Culture is born of the experiences of its people, of their lives, and their land. But it breaks my heart to know that yours has brought you all so much suffering. If any here wish to break from the cycle of tragedy that creating blessed siblings demands, I ask that you join us. Please, I don't want any more of our children to die. You think we want this? We have no choice. Only blessed siblings can liberate us from our suffering. Without them, we have nothing. That remains to be seen. Speak with the third promise. Share with her your worries and your pain, and together we may find a new way forward. Together. If she is trustworthy, then I will speak with her. It would be best if you withdrew, my son. Many cannot yet speak freely in your presence. Let's keep an eye out for Zarielja. He wouldn't take kindly to this sort of gathering. Yeah, keep an eye out for him. He's likely to do something to interrupt things. Once we understand everyone's concerns, we'll be better equipped to help them. Let's make sure they feel heard. I'm glad Kona agreed to help us. He's always been good at solving complicated problems. Me, not so much. But I'll support Mamook's people however I can. By combining our respective strengths, we'll help them discover a new source of hope. I know we will. Alright, before we start, let's make sure we're remembering our history correctly. The Mamulja and the Jabral fought for centuries over the land in the upper forest, but due to infighting, Mamulja forces struggled to make significant gains. In order to promote cooperation, the Hubigo and Bunawa clans intermarried, and that's how his blessed siblings were first conceived. With that in mind, let's talk to people and learn why they rely on blessed siblings. This land was once rich with ore, but the Yokhui did not stop digging until all the veins were spent. The meteorites are only good for so much. Even if we made overtures to traders, we have little to offer. Nothing would make me happier than to make a good life for my family in the place where I was born, but that's impossible. So with resources as sparse as they are, you don't have any good prospects for trade. Those who have known only open skies and bountiful land cannot comprehend our plight. To thrive, we must take what we lack by force, and for that we need the might of the blessed siblings. There have to be ways for others. There have to be other ways to thrive, ways that don't require fighting. So from the gathering of this, they're basically like the Garleans, the Mamulja. Very little resources in their homeland, so they have to strike out and take what they need. And instead of Magitech, they've got blessed siblings. There's a comparison. As you'll have noticed, this forest is very dark. Hardly any sunlight makes it through the canopy, so it feels like it's always night. We plow, we fertilize, we irrigate, yet our crops shrivel and die as though cursed. The only one that grows well is Najul, Jatika banana, and Turali. Try living on that and little else for a few centuries and see how you like it. A forest where nothing grows. It's not hard to imagine why you'd want to leave. Blessed siblings promise us more than strength. They promise us the sun. This forest is dark and inhospitable, and given the opportunity to live in Toliolol, most of our people didn't think twice. Still, the prospect of being around so many outsiders was intimidating enough to keep many of us here. Blessed siblings are meant to deliver us from this accursed forest, to lead us to the fertile land above, where we might make a place for Mamulja to abide in peace and plenty. We desire fertile land, one that's all your own. Well, I think I'm starting to understand. Everyone had their own perspective, but all their concerns were about the forest itself. Dark, infertile, cursed. Hearing that, it's a little wonder that people here wish they had better land, and who better to get it for them than blessed siblings. It's hard to convince people to stay in a place that can't provide what they need. You'd think the meteorites at least would have value, but apparently not. Hold on, didn't Annabelle mention something about the meteorites? That the ether they emit makes the plants go blue. A rather significant physiological effect, I would say. If we were to study these meteorites, we might discover other ways they influence local flora. I noticed a curious amalgam of tree and meteorites just south of here. Determining precisely how they interact with one another may yield crucial insights. Everyone, I really appreciate you for sharing your thoughts with us. Thanks to your insights, we have a promising idea already. We just need a moment to investigate it further, so please bear with us. We'll be right back. Yeah, this is... It's sort of like an inverse of the Garlean problem. The Garleans turned to what they did because the lands they were forced into were, you know, snow-ridden Arctic tundra kind of territory. Whereas these guys, they're in a forest, but they can't grow anything that sustains them down here. And oh, good lord, you are a... you're something to deal with later. That right there is one of the hunt monsters. Sort of like if you played like World of Warcraft, they're the like silver elite rare mob type of things. Really is incredible how a tree could support such an enormous boulder. The meteorite's etheric emissions are palpable even from this distance. Seeing this again makes me feel more confident in sharing this theory of mine. I suspect that only plants with an etheric affinity to these meteorites can thrive in this forest. If so, the gargantuan trees that create the dense canopy would be by necessity possess the same affinity, as well as the aforementioned nodule tree. Indeed, I should like to analyze samples of meteorite before drawing any definitive conclusions, however. I carry with me a few devices that would aid in this endeavor. Perhaps you and Cryle could lend your expertise as well? I'd like to join you. The etheric signature of those meteorites may be crucial in determining what manner of species might fare well here. I see, think what you're getting at. If we prove to them the cursed forest isn't quite so cursed, maybe the people won't feel like blessed siblings are their only solution. How can I help? Want me to climb the tree and break off a piece of meteorite for you? There are plenty of fragments on the ground already. It should be enough for our purposes if we gather about 5 pieces each. Even better, those fragments are gathered from disparate locations. I will collect your pieces once you have them. Alright, let's go meteorite gathering. There. Here we go. Three from down here, and you got 2 from over here. Seems there are quite a few of these winding trees, which is interesting. again, it is still giving me Final Fantasy X vibes. Which I am loving, to be fair. Did you find your fragments? Much obliged. Alphino, Kryl, and I will combine the gathered samples and conduct an analysis forthwith. Determining the wavelength may take a little while, but I'm hopeful our efforts will bear fruit. I'll tell my sister to await our arrival at Maxwell Zouj, so go and meet her there. We'll return with our results as soon as possible. Just remember, small words. You're not just dealing with... Remember? Small words when it comes to explaining etheric wave signatures and everything for everyone. Small words. Charlians have a habit of over-explaining to an extent that even an autistic person would be going, hang on a second. Done all we can. The rest we must leave to Kona and the others. I don't know the first thing about these Charlene devices of his, but they can be of help to Mammoth. Glad he has them. There's hope for the forest yet. I can feel it. I'm sure the real Jah would have choice words for us if he knew what we were up to. Those people are my people, and I can't ignore their plight. If I'm to call myself Dawn Servant one day, I have to bring an end to the tragedy here. Many are depending on me, but cool Jaja not least of all. Anyway, I'm sure Kona and the others will be back with their report soon. Is that the Leminson code or Ul'dan code? I can't remember which. Ah, yep, that's the Ul'dan code. This feels like it might be a talking cutscene. This feels like it might be a voice acting scene. Nope, it's not a voice acting scene. Good, everyone is assembled. In light of our news, I thought it only right to call the others. Thanks to the efforts of all, I am pleased to say our analysis has yielded many valuable insights. And I dare say the prognosis is hopeful. Earlier, we asked about the hopes you place in blessed siblings, why they are important to you. Your overwhelming response was a frustration towards this forest. From a lack of natural resources to the inability to cultivate crops, in all respects have you ever struggled to build a prosperous home. Thus your understandable desire for new land. However, this would be an unfortunate dismissal of what makes your forest uniquely valuable. That is, the soil. Our tests have proven without a doubt that the Jatika heartland is abundantly fertile. This may be surprising to hear as you've seen crops fail time and time again, but we discovered the root of this problem as well. The meteorites scattered throughout your forest emit an unusual energy that greatly influences the development of surrounding plant life. Some plants thrive on this energy, like the Najul and the giant trees that create the canopy, but others, as you well know, are sickened by it. Fortunately, the solution is simple. Across the salt in a place called Charlian, there is a peerless collection of flora sampled from every corner of the world. Now we know what energies are most prevalent in your forest, we can offer you seeds and starters guaranteed to thrive here. I took the liberty of contacting a few colleagues via link pearl. Should you desire them, a sample of our best candidates can be shipped here in short order. Just as Eorzea acquired the Papoto and Tomato from Toral, so too my Banuk benefit from foreign crops. You mean, we'll be able to grow more than Najul here? Precisely. While care must be taken to choose those species that will not have an adverse effect on the ecosystem, your agricultural options should increase markedly. With the right crops, Mamuk will have all it needs to prosper, both at home and in trade. Thus the siblings don't have to be the answer anymore. Then there was never any need to fight? Never any need to sacrifice? We can't change the past, but we can try to make the future better. Let the old teachings end with us. Three, 2, 1. I'm expecting Zariel to appear at this point. I know blessed siblings represent absolute strength to you. Letting go of that idea can't be easy. But I'll prove that when we work together, our combined strength can achieve anything. Show us, promise. If there's another way for our children and our home, we'll no longer suffer in silence. Sometimes we have to fight alone. Not this time. Could you say a few words? Oh boy. Anything's possible when you work together. Our victory over Valagamanda is proof of that. With faithful allies at your side, you can save even the entire star. In friends both old and new, you can find the light to banish the darkness.
Okay, which option to go for here?
Given Toral, I'll probably go the Valagamanda route. Sky Ruin. The great Gulul Jaja himself struggled to even seal it. We've said what we wanted to say. Now all that's left is to defeat my father's shade and the feet of the Brotherhood, and clear the way for Mamuk's bright new future. Do not give us cause to question our faith in you, please. Live up to your words. I will. After we complete his feat, let's be sure to tell Zariel Jah the good news about his forest. I'm sure he's as eager as anyone to eat the tasty foods that grow here. Let's not be too quick to assume that. Compassion even for the likes of him. You continue to eclipse me in every way. And it is a simple choice. We're counting on you, Uklamat. Well, I have a funny feeling that he's going to forfeit from the challenge. Uklamat's going ahead to announce her readiness. I never imagined the samples we so feverishly collected for the Exodus would find new purpose here. But if they help these people improve their prospects, all the better. Anyway, we should go and meet our comrades where Zoral Jal made his own attempt. The final feat awaits. Okay, we have to get inside. Can't go that way. Bit of a labyrinth, this little city, isn't it? Someone has gone to fetch the real Jaffa. He should be here soon. On proceeding, several cutscenes will play in sequence. Item level 666. Well, we'll be fine.
Zerelja, I'm ready for the final feat.
Grown weary of postponing the inevitable, have you?
Something like that. You see, I've learned all sorts of things about Mamuk and your people.
Is that supposed to impress me?
I now understand why I need to surpass blessed siblings. The cost of producing superior offspring is destroying your people's souls. Look at them, and you'll see this. So I'll defeat my father's shade, and prove to you that there's a better path for Mamuk.
What drivel! Without the blessed, we are nothing but weaklings! Doomed to fade into obscurity.
Of course you are weak. We all are, each and every one of us. But when we join hands, we gain the strength to overcome any foe, even Vali Yarmanda.
Enough talk. Prove your mettle against Gulul Jaja, the finest warrior ever to have graced Tural.
Fine by me. Not even Papa's shade will stop me from upholding his legacy.
I will fight alongside her.
Claimants are not permitted to assist one another. Second promise. But you may observe your sister's pitiable attempt.
I see. In that case... It seems I'm no longer a claimant. I am now free to participate, I trust.
Oh, yes!
What are you scheming?
No schemes.
Nothing. I've simply come to realize who is worthy of following in Father's footsteps.
Oh.
Not our brother. Not Bakul Jaja. And not me. You have always held the happiness of our people closest to your heart, Lamachi.
Well,
So I will
Lamachi.
do everything in my power to ensure you ascend to the throne. This is how I shall repay Father for his kindness. This is how I shall serve Tuli Yolal.
And the band's back together. All we're missing now is
I could
Strola and
always count
Raha.
on you, Kona. Thank you.
It will make no difference. Numbers matter not in the face of true might.
Oh, buddy.
Ulu Jaja, mightiest of the blessed, arise!
Everyone ready?
Oh, just about. You take cover. We've got it from here.
No hard feelings, Papa. I've got a lot of hopes riding on my shoulders. And the only way forward is through you.
Okay, so I fought that 80-year-old doddery version of him. Let's see what he was like in his prime.
Bear witness to our resolve. And the reason which guides our journey.
So long as we stand together, we're unstoppable.
Oh, up here then.
These blades sundered Baligarbanda scales. Blades of fire remnant.
Here we go again with this nonsense. Oh, here we go again with this.
Take that!
Okay, so this is what he's like when he's all awake.
What a chore. Ever hungry for battle. Go forth. How is this? Another paralyzing effect. Defend the afflicted.
We must free them! Target the constricting flames!
None can outrun my flames. From the machine!
Oh, I like that.
Not enough. Together, we shall triumph. not who you are. All your blood was to us.
Surely this will quench your thirst for battle.
Oh, now what?
All the risen Kindle. By grits of wrath be sundered.
Oh no! So this is what he was trying to do earlier.
Everyone, get behind me! I've got a bad feeling about this.
Will you have the strength to stand up to this?
I will be the next Dawn servant! I will protect my people! Is that the best you can do?
Impressive! But I'm not finished yet! We will see Lamachi become Dawn servant! For Tuleyola!
Here we go again. Boom! Oh. So that big fire sword thing, that's what he was trying to do to us earlier when we fought him in the palace. Good lord!
That's my old man for you.
I refuse to accept this.
Ain't that a bit stubborn? Even for you.
Huh?
Erugadin? It couldn't be...
Tanqua! It's been too long.
It has indeed. You're looking more imposing since last I saw you, Wuklamat.
Tanqua?
My Turali moniker. Galul Jaja insisted I take one, saying my birth name was too cumbersome for the local tongues.
That birth name being Ketenram, I presume?
I know that tech! How in the...
No! Ketenram's that legendary Eorzean sailor. The one with the pickled cabbage.
Pickled cabbage? What? I think I'm missing a story here.
We can talk about me cabbage later. Zarelja, whether you like it or no, these young'uns accomplished the feat. To deny Wuklamat her reward would be to betray the Dawn Servant's trust.
Oh.
And what should she be rewarded for? Calling upon her minions to carry her to victory!
We're not minions, we're Wuklamat's friends and comrades. We're the Autarch of Mamuk. Show some dignity.
I don't have dignity. Not anymore. I wagered everything on this feat. And by the same token, I understand the enormity of your accomplishment.
Together, we can achieve anything. You needn't place your faith in the promise of blessed siblings.
How would you have us reclaim our glory?
With friendship and community. With us.
If you mean to rule, you should be more sparing with your offers of clemency. Especially to a man who has sacrificed countless young lives. Nevertheless, I will fulfill my charge as Elector. In recognition of your feat, I bestow upon you a keystone.
And that's all 7. Now we just need to find the City of Gold.
Congratulations are nearly in order, I suppose. I'm confident that you will find the Golden City in no time.
Dude, you're coming with.
You've grown much, and more during this journey. Become someone ready to lead our nation. Little Lamachi no longer. As your brother, I couldn't be more proud.
Kona. Thank you.
I must express my gratitude for your cooperation. And my regret for failing to live up to expectations.
Nonsense. If you believe Wuklamat is the woman for the job, then you have our wholehearted support.
One last thing. I wish to speak to you both from the heart.
Oh boy.
Unpracticed as I am. This may sound hackneyed, but I am truly grateful to have met you.
Words spoken with such feeling would resonate with any fortunate enough to hear them. Though our journey together hath ended, ever shall we cherish the memories.
Dude, what makes you think it's ended? We're dragging your asses along with us.
And should you require further esoteric musings or biting witticisms, don't hesitate to call. I dare say we'll come flocking. But I get ahead of myself. As I recall, our contract remains in effect until we've escorted the second promise back to the capital.
I leave my sister in your capable hands. See that she returns home safely.
Dude, we will, otherwise your dad will kill me. And I think both heads would wake up for that feat.
You've still malms to go yet, Wuklamat. The rite ain't over till you find the City of Gold.
I know. But if I can come this far, I can go all the way.
So that's who was kind of hanging around back then. That's why I got the echo vision of that then, because he was around back then. Right. We need to talk, Ewan. Oh, definitely want to talk, have a chat with him. Let's go and tell the people of our victory. Catch room? We are definitely having a chat. We need to have a chat with you. The dude's over 100 years old and doesn't look a day over 20 or 30. However, ages look in this reality. Third promise. You brought everyone? We were just coming to you. We did it, Milolja. We proved to the Autarch that not even my father's full power could overcome the strength of our fellowship. I knew you would. I was right to trust you. You fulfilled your promise. Now it's our turn. You've shown us another way, that we can build the lives we've always wanted, here in our homeland, without sacrifice. Since our new crossbow will come from across the salt, I suppose we have to treat with outsiders as equals, of course. Inside or outside, we're all just people, no matter what we look like or where we're born. Now if we could just get people to drag that notion through their thick skulls. When you're not used to all the colour and variety, differences can feel like obstacles. But by learning more about what makes us different, we can also find common ground in places we never expected. Something new may become something you love. And someone you once hated might one day become your friend. You'll never know unless you keep an open mind. And while it may feel scary, taking that first step towards understanding is always worth it. Oh, I can hear and feel the tears of people going, woke, woke! No, it's just common bloody sense and being a nice person, being a, genuine person. Called not being an arse. Of course, learning about outsiders may well help Mamook grow, but what happens when they learn about us? About what we've done? They will not. For generations, our covenant has been kept secret, and so shall it remain. The atrocities committed here were facilitated by the Autarchs. We and no one else are responsible. For my deeds, I am prepared to forfeit my life, but I will not suffer others to be damned alongside me. No one's being damned, and your life isn't forfeit. The last thing the city needs is more death, but Kul Jaja hasn't fought this hard for this long only to lose his father. If you feel truly responsible, be the first person to extend understanding to others on behalf of Mamook. Your community is waiting for you, here and in Tulialol. We can still make things right, my love. Choose a different side of history. Thank you, Third Promise. Thank you for everything. Right, so Zaralja's got disqualified. The Kul Jaja's, not in the run anymore, to be fair. And Kona forfeited, so... Let's see how good you... You still owe me an explanation about that cabbage, What cabbage? Ay, ay, ay. Well, you're going to have to fill the rest of us in about this context regarding the cabbage. Right. So, catching around, living legend and the Eorzean explorer extraordinaire would like to chat. This ain't no plus for a proper chat. Me cabin's just north of the city. Blue-Eye's abode, as people here call it, and it can't be dazzling twinklers. Yeah, you're gonna have to explain, buddy, how you're still around. Never mind anything else. Again, 100 plus, 100 plus, and does not look it at all. You found the Fountain of Youth out here, old Capitan. If you have, I think there's a few people back in yours who would probably kill you for it. Ay, ay, ay. Right. So, let's get that chat here, shall we, Captain Ram? Why do you choose to settle down in Mamuk? They haven't exactly been welcoming to outsiders, legendary explorer or otherwise. All the more reason to keep a weather eye on them. Though seeing how you've won them over, methinks I'll have less need for vigilance. I'm here at Galul Jaja's behest to ensure his hard-won peace is kept, and incidentally to remind the real Jah of his duty as elector should he have forgotten it. My old man ordered you to stay here? That's no way to treat an honoured guest. I'd say I'm more than your father's guest by now. Or didn't you see the sepulchre atop Walkhorse or more? That's right. Ketan Ram was one of the names. Your father and I fought shoulder to shoulder in many a battle, Balagramanda being but one of our triumphs. He and I are brothers. So when your brother tells you to stand watch, you stand watch. You trust in his judgment and his strength of will, even if that means you have to sit out the occasional scrap. Surely you understand such a bond, surrounded as you are by all these bright and eager faces. I do. My comrades are my strength, and it's thanks to them I understand Papa's hopes for this nation, what I must continue to protect. Then prove your readiness for the throne of Waklamat. Find the Golden City. Oh, I will. With these ones beside me, even uncovering a legend should be child's play. Especially since I believe I already have. All by yourself? How? When? Well, as we know, electors are forbidden from giving unfair advantage to claimants. So when Humaruk refused to divulge why my grandfather passed through Ibrax 20 years ago, his silence speaks volumes. You think Galuf's visit had something to do with the Golden City? Precisely. Moreover, only the Yokhui who lived in Yaktel ever dreamt those golden dreams. When exposed to certain triggers, those with magical aptitude have been known to receive visions. And if Gerfuler's abilities are all at all representative, the Yokhui are no strange to the arcane, which means the dreamers of Eld likely owe their experiences to their inherent qualities and their proximity to the city itself, here in these forests. Now all we need to do is search Yaktel from top to bottom, right? It would behoove us to try and narrow our focus. To that end, I propose we return to Mamuk and make inquiries. While there, we can all take the opportunity to see to any necessary travel preparations. Whenever it is ready, let us assemble at the Aetheryte. No one's gonna question him about how he's still alive. You're Kakria's boy, ain't you? She told me about you. Said she tasked you with finding the Golden City. Aye, I might even succeed, despite my best efforts. I'd begun to think it was a fool's errand. My own fruitless search in my youth proved as much. Yet you here, older and wiser, playing the fool again. Courtesy of the company I've been keeping, perhaps. Woklamat's not the only one to have grown thanks to her comrades. We'll find it. Together. Seriously, no one's gonna question how he's still around? Was I ever that young? See, the problem is, Vera I expect to live for that long because, you know, they live for centuries. They're the Final Fantasy equivalent of elves in other media formats. For all I know, he could be 100 years old and look 20. that would track with a Vera. The Rogadin, however, Like, ow! You waited for me. It seems catching around you knows my mentor, so we chat for a bit longer. Alpha now said to meet by the 8th right, so I'll see you there. Just gonna see if he's still up there. Well, he's still here. I've heard so much about it. Seems every time I visit the capital, I hear another tale of your daring do from traders and dockhands. Luckily, that chose your team well indeed. That's all he's gonna say. Salt. Alright then. Back to Wuklama. To Mamuk. Sorry, there's been a bunch of random bot calls recently, so my phone going buzzing a few times. I'm like, what's it doing that? So, thankfully, nothing this time around. Merchants were more than happy to mend my gear and sell me supplies. One would hardly believe they were ever averse to 80 visitors. You won't believe how many nodules they gave me. Now when we use a hint to point us in the right direction. City of Gold, here we come. I think I can offer that much. I have an inkling of where the city of Golden City might be. Real Ja, and the real Ja. You come to help us? Nope. As an elector, I am forbidden from speaking of the Golden City, but my wife is beholden to no such constraints. And anything you can tell us would be greatly appreciated. Our people have lived here for centuries. There is no corner of this forest we do not intimately know, save the one. Do you recall the place I showed you where my son confessed the truth of blessed siblings? A stone pier stands at the entrance of the sky-deep cenote, the final resting place for children we lost to our zealotry. Precious few are permitted beyond the cenotaph doors, and we have not explored its deepest recesses. If the Golden City is in Yachtel, it may well be hidden there. Will you permit us to search for it? I have no reason to refuse you. No longer will we rely on blessed siblings, nor will we conceal the sacrifices made to conceive them. The cenote is no longer under our protection. It is a dismal burial ground, and our children deserve better. Their bodies will be moved to a place of comfort and peace. I'm sure Bakul Jaja would appreciate that, and we're here to offer any help if you need it. Aww. Still want to kick your buttons. Your father also visited the cenote, come to think of it. It was many years ago by now, but a notable affair due to the foreigner he brought with him, a mage, I believe. Truly? The Dawn Servant did not disclose his reasons, but he descended past our cenotaph and into the Yokpui quarries. Doubtless the very same ones excavated by Vorpalor's dreamers, and the Golden City must be there. In the depths of the sky-deep cenote. Thank you, both of you. We'll set out straight away. You will find a winged beast or two lingering in Gokdrak descent. They will carry you below. I believe in you, Third Promise. You will make a magnificent Dawn Servant. This is it, everyone. To the sky-deep cenote. All the way on the other side of the map, and I do not have a way to fast travel there. Right. At least, not officially, anyway, for this I don't. Oh, no, well, the crusty thing hasn't appeared for Yachtel, so I wouldn't be able to do it anyway. But we'll find all the flying stuff later. stop being caught on stuff there. I love you. There we go. Back to Senate. Imposing beast. Again, I remember you from Elpis. Oh boy. Down here. It is so quiet. Oof. This is a cenotaph, which means that beyond these doors is, right of succession or no, disturbing the souls that rest here feels wrong. I know, but I can't turn back. Let's pay our respects at the very least. Let's go. I'm ready to complete my journey. Sky Deep Cenote. Oh boy. Well, this is a good time to end the stream, and this will get done tomorrow. JaffaArchfiend.